What's up, Taiwan? I'm Liao with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan's housing market is heating up with more units bought and sold than last year. Housing transactions in Taipei, Taoyuan, and Tainan totaled more than 10,000 in May, a 23% rise year on year. It was the highest single-month figure for a May in over a decade, and as major tech companies expand their operations in southern Taiwan, demand for housing has grown in Tainan, Jiayi, and Kaohsiung, with prices going up too. The legislature has passed 2 bills on regenerative medicine, a branch of medicine that includes cell and gene therapies. The move follows 9 years of lobbying to make these treatments widely available in Taiwan. The new law limits these therapies to medical institutions, meaning private companies may not offer them. They also protect donors from having their cells taken forcibly and ban the use of fetal cells. Most new therapies need to go through human trials in Taiwan before official approval, but cell and gene therapies will be allowed in the case of serious illness with no other options. Your morning coffee could now be used for more than just waking you up. Scientists in Australia have brewed up a revolutionary use for leftover grounds as construction materials. Rosie Greninger has more.
It's a daily ritual for many Australians. But now a morning cup of coffee could also help the planet. That's now that researchers at the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology have found a way to turn coffee grounds into a material that can be added to concrete, making it stronger and more sustainable. The grounds are heated in an oxygen-free chamber to create a substance called biochar. This can be used as a substitute for some materials in concrete that are harmful to the environment.
There's a lot of interest, as I earlier said, a lot of interest from the industry because it ticks all boxes. You preserve carbon and you are significantly getting higher strength, which can leverage reduction in cement. So there's all positive sides to this project.
Making concrete produces greenhouse gases, mostly through the use of cement. It's responsible for around 8% of the world's emissions, contributing to global warming. Roughly 50 billion tonnes of sand and gravel are dug up each year for use in concrete. The extraction is often environmentally damaging, and the UN says supply is shrinking. But using a combination of biochar and these other materials, emissions can be reduced while also making the concrete 30% stronger. And it has positives for coffee shop owners too.
Fantastic. It's a very innovative idea, bring the cost of concrete down. And the materials, obviously there's a benefit to the environment for not using harsh chemicals and replacing it with coffee grounds as a natural product, easy to access. A lot of cafes could sell their coffee grounds, so end to end it's a great solution.
Australia produces 75,000 tonnes of coffee ground waste per year, a fraction of the billions of tonnes produced globally. These emit methane as they break down in landfill. The Institute is already in talks with Starbucks to use their coffee grounds and is collaborating with several construction companies. And with this technology, the world's first footpath made with coffee concrete has now been laid in Melbourne. But the Institute doesn't plan to stop at coffee. It hopes other food waste could be used in this way.
In terms of real world, our focus is that we try to transform all of the organic waste that is ending up in landfills for this positive application in concrete. So we anticipate that about 60 to 70% we can divert from landfills into concrete applications.
Food waste accounts for 3% of Australia's emissions. And these researchers believe most of it could be turned into biochar. And while Melburnians might unknowingly use this green footpath, it marks a significant milestone in the quest for sustainable construction practices and an avenue to reduce global emissions. In other words, it's grounds for optimism. Ryan Wu and Rosie Greninger for TaiwanPlus.
With the Olympics just a few months away, Taiwanese weightlifter Fang Wanling is getting ready to pull some serious weight. But when she grabs the barbell in Paris, she'll also be shouldering the hopes of her nation. Sandy Chi reports.
Chinese Olympian Fang Wanling can lift well over her own body weight. She's training at a high school in southern Taiwan ahead of the Paris Summer Games. And with young athletes watching, she's keenly aware of the example she's setting.
他是我的偶像，因为可以在练习的时候近距离看到偶像的感觉真的很不一样。然后他练习的时候就是很震撼。
The summer in Paris, it'll be more than her fellow trainees paying attention. When Fang steps onto the lifting platform in August, all of Taiwan will be watching. It's a lot of pressure for someone who never wanted to be a weightlifter.
我以前是想要当舞者啦。
It was a dream she gave up for the prize money she could win by weightlifting. Fang is a member of Taiwan's indigenous Dou community. She grew up in poverty in a single-parent household in the mountains of Jiayi in southern Taiwan. When her athleticism caught the attention of strength coaches at age 13, she pursued weightlifting to provide for her mother.
我教他还没有他动作学快，加上他不畏惧啊，他不害怕，他很爱挑战你，加多少他还是给你敢试。跟上哦。
While Fang trained and her performance improved, an injury outside the gym almost ended her career. At age 18, just before her first Asian Games in 2018, Fang was in a scooter accident, which almost snapped her knee ligament.
那时候就很两难，你要我放手，我真的不甘心，因为那时候选的过程真的就是太辛苦了。 我不想要对不起，就这6年来就是这么期待这一场比赛的我。
Fang continued to live through her injury, and it took a toll on her body.
因为没有搭配在最好的时期去做就是修复，所以导致他这边受伤，并另外一只脚也跟着受伤。那你2个膝盖受伤完，就会引起你的腰也受伤，腰部受伤，核心就会晃动，又引起我们肩关节受伤。
Her injuries affected her performance. She qualified for the 2020 Tokyo Summer Games, but took 4th place. After that, she decided to take some time off and recover. The gap year meant she couldn't earn prize money and couldn't support her sick mother. At one point, Fang almost gave up weightlifting to take on a full-time job.
除非我成绩，不然的话，我没有钱。 可以就是去负担妈妈的一些就是在住院所需要的开销。
However, thanks to Coach Lin and financial support from the government, she was able to start her lifting career again. This summer, she hopes to show them that their faith in her will be rewarded.
那我也准备好了，不管是我的身体、我的内心，就是我们想要让它变得更强壮。 就是让我可以用更好的姿态去让我被大家看见。
With just a few months left before the Summer Olympics, Fang is training relentlessly. When she grabs a bar, clinches, then explodes in Paris, she'll be shouldering the expectations of the country and her fans. Howard Zhang, Liao, and Sandy Chi for TaiwanPlus.
We'd like to thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. You can visit the TaiwanPlus website or follow our social media for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, patients at a children's hospital in California recently had some special visitors. Here's some of the cuteness caught on camera. I'm Liao, take care, and see you next time.
For more stories from Taiwan and around the world, follow TaiwanPlus News on social media.